Hello and welcome to another episode of this FIFA 16 career mode with Manchester United. This week is Celtic, another Champions Cup group game. We're actually at Celtic Park today though, in the away fixture. We beat them at Old Trafford 1-0. We just beat Benfica as well 2-1 at Old Trafford. So we're in second place at the moment. This is the last game of the group. And we're on level points with Moscow, CSKA Moscow, who we haven't managed to beat. We've drawn against Moscow twice, home and away, 1-1 and 2-2. Anthony Martial scoring some goals in this competition, 3 goals in the last 3 matches. He's doing well, Martial. Not doing as well in the Premier League though. Looks like a nice stadium. I know it's one of the generic ones, but it looks pretty good in Celtic colours, I do have to admit. I do prefer Celtic to Rangers as well, even though they sing that silly Liverpool song. Actually Liverpool stole it from Celtic, so that makes it okay. Liverpool stole They'll Never Walk Alone from Celtic, as to steal most things from people, because they're thieves, in case you didn't get that. Phil Jones, he's not getting much starts recently. He starts today, ahead of Chris Smalling, right centre back position. The Celtic fans probably singing the song. I can't really hear them while I'm recording this commentary, but I imagine that's what they're thinking now. Get set to kick off. East Point Arena, so yeah, it's one of the generic stadiums. Jesse Lingard starts. I'm resting a few players because I know we've qualified now, so we don't absolutely have to win this. We've definitely qualified, thanks to Celtic drawing against CSKA Moscow in the last game. So we definitely qualify above Benfica, and we beat Benfica as well, which always helps. Daley Blind looks hurt there. It looks like a strong challenge from Celtic players. Get an early chance here with Griffiths. I don't know what was happening there. Oh my god, he's still not away. Marcus Rojo nearly kicked it in for some reason, and then Luke Shaw nearly kicked it in. De Gea dropped it for some reason. Lucky not to have conceded there for a very dodgy goal. Would have been very suspect. Shaw, Martial puts it to Mata. That's good football. Good play. Oh, it's a good goal. Jesse Lingard at the back, near the far post this time. And that sort of goal's becoming like a trademark for this team. It's getting a lot of goals like this. It's got about the 6th or 7th time I've scored a goal like this. It's gone in off the back of the defender as well, I think. Travelling United fans in the away section. In Glasgow, Scotland. His first goal in the Champions Cup as well. Champions Cup, Champions League. I wish they'd buy the rights for this, so they can call it the Champions League instead of Pez having the rights. Oh, and he scored again there. Daley Blind in an attacking position. Oh, that's a good challenge from Rojo there. And we can build on that as well. Anthony Martial gives it to Phil Jones, who's actually in defensive midfield, I think, not right back. I could be wrong. Oh no, it looks like he's in there with Rojo. At centre back with Rojo. I'm not sure what Rojo was doing there, he could have got that away. Januzaj. It's not a bad header, it's cleared away. Back in. Ambrose. Dean Ambrose. Ambrose Asylum. From WWE, if you're not familiar with Ambrose. De Gea. Martial. Wayne Rooney, So we beat Celtic 1-0 in the last game, and we're 1-0 up here as well. The Yanazai's got it on the far side, and the near side I should say, nearer to the cameras. The TV studios cameras. That's a really nice ball across the pitch. I've actually got a lot more possession. In the first half. I was finished first half. Just the whistle's blown. United fans in good voice cheering as we continue our dominance in all competitions. Still haven't lost in Europe. We haven't lost in the Premier League, and we haven't lost in any of the cups either as of yet. Which is a far cry different to Louis van Gaal's season. It's offside, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. It was a nicely worked goal though. Good play. Nicely worked goal, but it was just offside. Thankfully. So if we win this, we could still top the group, I think. Depending on what happens with CSKA Moscow against Benfica. So if we win this and CSKA Moscow get a draw or worse, we will top the group. But I've had to play a pretty strong team again, because I want to be finishing first ideally. So I've put another strong team out. There's a few reserves on the bench, a few younger players on the bench. You can see there our next fixtures against Bournemouth as well away. Blin's in here. Oh, that was a good tackle. Was it? Oh, it's a foul. I thought that was a good tackle, to be honest. It's lucky to have got in though, Blin, to be fair. I'm not sure why he's so far up the pitch in this game. He's been in the box about 3 times already. In the other box. I like him. Oh, that did look like a foul actually. He's wrapped his legs. Trapped his legs. So I like him in the other team's box rather than our own. And that's a really dreadful penalty. Straight down the middle. Easy for the goalkeeper. Rooney's let the team down a bit there with that bad penalty. You'd think he'd be pretty good at them by now. He's had a lot of practice with penalties this season. He's scored a lot of penalties already this season. It's a breakaway here on the counter. Martial, Memphis, Blind, Yanazai. Shoot. I'm not sure who he was trying to pass to there. That's not where I put pressed the button. I pressed circle, and for some reason he tried to pass it to one of the other players when he could have just shot. It's not a bad ball for a first time ball from Blind. Oh, that's a good save from Craig Gordon right in the last minute as well. Martial gets it back, wins it back, just outstrumps the Celtic player. Darmian and Herrera. It's good to see him getting some time. I've not been using him as much as I'd like, really. Oh, just took his legs from under him there, Martial. I think that'll be the last bit of action of the game though. He's not interested. That happened with Schweinsteiger in the last game as well, actually. Exactly the same thing. Cameron Borthwick-Jackson is going to come on for a few minutes of Champions League football to replace Luke Shaw. And it's just a few minutes, but at least he can say he's played in a Champions League game away. The young left back. I did actually put him on sooner, but the ball didn't go out of play, or didn't have a free kick or anything to enforce the change. Yes, it didn't guard the difference. And we beat Celtic 1-0, home and away. Both games 1-0 victories. Craig Gordon was a good, he had a few good saves in there. As early as that, 12th minute, I thought it was later than that. Rooney and Martial. I thought I would have rested Rooney, to be honest, but I've got Bournemouth coming up, so I can rest a few more players again. Because we're doing well in the Premier League as well. Surprised that didn't go in as well. Blind. Not sure why he's there. It should be a forward that's in the box really there. But he got in the box so many times. Playing him in midfield. I'd rather him playing their box than ours because he has got a few mistakes in him, to be honest. As he has in real life as well. Probably my favourite player at the club at the moment, but he is capable of making quite a few mistakes in the defence. I'd prefer him in midfield myself. And he's capable of playing there, he's played there before. So Vitality Stadium, one of the new grounds in the game. As Bournemouth have just been promoted to the Premier League for the first time in their history, I believe. Federici, the goalkeeper, used to play for Queen's Park Rangers or Reading, one of the two. I usually get them two a bit mixed up sometimes. They're both playing blue and white hoops. They've got a few good players. Richie's pretty good on the right midfield. Wilson's pretty good. And Afobe, I think. So I've gone for a change. Rojo and Smalling start. Centre back pairing. Lingard and Januzaj still play. Carrick and Blind in the middle, which is not a bad pairing in midfield either, to be honest. Both able to keep the ball and both able to play passes in as well. Very, very good on the ball, two midfielders. And two young wingers in Januzaj and Lingard, with Memphis Depay in the attacking midfield role and Martial just in front of him. I do like that pairing as well. The front four, I do like that front four. Memphis, Martial, Lingard and Januzaj, I do like that front four. They feel like a good attacking unit. Young as well, quite pacey, and pretty good on the ball, skillful. And not a bad weak foot, I don't think. I think Memphis in FIFA 15, I think he was 5-star skiller as well, but they've took him down to 4 in this game. 4 stars instead of 5. Gone close there, Bournemouth. They have started really well actually. I do like their kit as well, red and black, it's a nice kit. Martial left midfield position there, shoots, oh it's a fantastic save from Federici. Tried to knock it back across but it's gone into his hands. Also knocks it down for Afobe. And he's managed to get past Phil Jones here, unsurprisingly. That's not Phil Jones, it's Darmian, isn't it? I'm not sure what is going on here. I can't get anywhere near him. I'm trying to change players. I couldn't get anywhere near him. He was just running. Yeah, when you're trying to change players, it's not the best in this game for some reason. And they was running away from him rather than to him by himself. So the AI isn't, I don't think it's improved all that much, to be honest. Definitely needs some more work on that. Memphis picks it up now. He's dispossessed way too easily there. Could have created something there. Just cut it back or something. Another chance for Bournemouth. Wilson. That's easy for De Gea, quite a comfortable height. He's managed to keep hold of it. Januzaj again. He's actually been quite instrumental in this game. He's actually been he's created most things for us. On the left hand side, Martial. I'm not sure why they bothered showing stats like that. 1 shot, 0 goals. I'm not sure. Well, got nothing else to show, I suppose. Still a 0-0 ball draw at half time. We haven't failed to score in the first half, and we've heard that a lot this season as United fans. Not scoring in the first half. It's been the story of the season so far. Well, the season's finished now. That looked like a foul as well. Just held off. Strong tackle from Bournemouth defenders. Mata, Lingard, definitely creating a lot and able to get in behind the defence. So far no goals. It's a corner. Francis keep being safe, clearing it out. I like the nets as well, red and black nets. Damian, oh, he's just winding it up, just releasing it, it come off the defender's leg. Just a few seconds too late releasing that ball. Gradle. I thought I was going to be punished then for not putting away the chances. And Smalling managed to get a block in it. Keeps away a corner though. That dog running past. It's quite funny. On the billboards there's a dog. I think that happened in real life as well actually. They've got that advert in real life. Bournemouth. Seth Rogen on Soccer AM. Lingard. Memphis. Capital One Cup. Everton versus Bournemouth. That came to nothing. Carrick. Damian. Memphis. Carrick again. I've brought Fellaini on as well. I'm not sure who I replaced him with though. Blind. Oh, that's not a great ball. Tried to get it to Martial, but he put it the wrong side of him. Oh, blocked. Ah, I thought I was going to get a cheap goal there. Try to do it again. Just hit him with a ball. And we've got Tottenham Hotspur in the Capital One Cup. I think it's the 4th round. We've had all Premier League teams in that competition as well so far. And of course Chelsea get easy teams. Well, not easy teams, but lower league teams. They always get lower league teams, and they do in real life as well. Always get, well, I think they've got Bolton. So they never seem to get Premier League teams until the quarter-finals or semi-finals. Whereas we've got Premier League teams. We had a record 11 Premier League teams in a row in the FA Cup. Which just never happened since. We always get drawn against Premier League teams all the time. Not sure what that was given for. He was given a penalty. I think it might have been a handball. Didn't really see it. But we get another penalty. I think we get a penalty pretty much every game now. 1 in 2 games or something. It'd be interesting to see how many penalties we've actually had. That dog's putting me off though. Oh, he's missed it. Martial. First penalty taken by Martial and he's missed it. I'm terrible at penalties. I've missed 2 in a row now. Rooney missed one last against Celtic. And then Martial's missed 1 against Bournemouth. It stays 0-0. With just 13 minutes to go. They're making substitutions still. I'm going to go all out attack. And they've got a chance here with Wilson. Oh, it's good defending by Herrera. Good work rate as well, Herrera. High attacking, high defence. I didn't realise that he had that, but apparently he has. So I should be playing him more, to be honest. Smalling able to get that away quite comfortably. Very composed as well. Shaw, come on, break Memphis. 82nd minute, 83rd minute. Memphis puts in the path for Fellaini. Marcus Rojo Shoot. That's the last person they want to be shooting from there, really. Put it straight into the defender. Hit the defender. No. Oh, it's easy for De Gea. I've got a feeling he's going to score in the last minute because of that penalty miss and not putting away the chances. Going to punish us. Going to rue the chances that we missed. Sure. I'm sure of it. I'm Luke sure of it. Matteo Darmian. Oh, no, how's that not going out for a corner? Oh, they're able to get rid of that as well. They have defended really well though, to be fair to Bournemouth. Daniels, Wilson. Oh, Iturbe, is that the same Iturbe? Oh, I thought he was going to score then. I thought my prediction was going to come true. Is that the same one from Roma? Iturbe, the really quick one. Argentinian. It's really fast. I'll have to look into that. I didn't think he played for these, I thought he played for Roma. It finishes 0-0. Definitely should have won that. I think that's 2 points lost. Should have put the penalty away. Martial missed the penalty. 2 shots, no goals. So he's gone a couple of games without a goal now. Didn't score against Celtic. Hasn't scored against Bournemouth. Sylvain Distin now the captain. They have defended well. They probably deserved a point in the end. We'll see the chances that we've got and the chances that they had here now as well. Michael Carrick. That's not really a chance. Tried to cut it back for Memphis in the middle, but goalkeeper wisely stopped it. Little back heel there was never going in. That looked like he elbowed him in the face then. Memphis, that's a good chance, it's a good save. Managed to push it away as well. Another chance for Bournemouth. That's probably the best chance of the game, other than the penalty. It's a good save by De Gea. He's not in goal for no reason. Oh, that's a good chance as well, but it's too close to the goalkeeper, and Federici makes another good save. And then the penalty, which just went over. I tried to put more power into it and I ended up putting too much into it. And then that chance at the end, which did need saving, that was creeping in at the near post. So De Gea made another save. So I think both goalkeepers made a few good saves. Keep it at 0-0. Have a look at the player ratings. De Gea got man of the match again. 9 saves and Federici had 6. So yeah, Bournemouth deserved to win actually. It's 0-0. Another 0-0. I've had a couple of them so far. I don't really like 0-0s. I prefer to be scoring in every game, as I'm sure most managers, if not all managers, would. Training these guys up again, as you saw, De Gea and Martial just improved. These are my main guys, I think, my favourite players at the club, and they're pretty young as well. As you see there, Wednesday, Tottenham Cup game. International manager jobs. Thank you, Christopher. Austria. Oh, I don't want to be Austrian manager. Thank you. Thanks, but no thanks. And getting ready for take on Tottenham. Thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Take care.